What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the Ottawa Senators, and we're picking up where we left off here. Have some work to do, free up some cap space, make some moves, try to get Lafreniere back on the team. And there's several ways we're going to be able to try to do that, so we'll see what happens. All right, so before we get started with that, we have two winners to read off from last year's point scoring contest, and it finally happened. We finally have two, count them, two clean sweeps. So, all right, first off is going to be BTM number 21. He guessed team lead was Worrell. Don't worry about Denisenko. It was Worrell. League lead was Patrick Kane, and goaltender Carter Hart, who we decided tied with Gibson. So congrats to you, BTM. And then one more is Tobias Rug, who guessed, I hope I pronounced that right, Team Worrell League, Eric Carlson, and goaltender Carter Hart. So there we go. Two clean sweeps. I told you we'd get one. And we got two in 1 year. That's kind of a rarity. So congrats to both of you guys. Now, trade time. Or try to make trade times. So first, we're going to try to move, see if we're going to be able to move what's his name? Letang. I don't know that we'll be able to, but we'll try. Now, Winnipeg wants him. They do have ample cap space. So if I could just get this guy out of here for something, that'd be nice. I'll just take like a second. And they might not accept this, but I'll try it. Okay, value just isn't where it needs to be. I will honestly take anything. I just want to get this pick out of here, or this guy out of here, essentially. Yeah, they don't want to absorb the contract. All right, you know what? I'll honestly, like I said, take anything because I just want it. Will they get him for like a 6? Is that enough? Wow, they really don't want the contract. Yeah. I mean, we could try to retain a little bit. I don't know if I think we actually still have max retentions going on. Let's see. Because it'll tell me when I put this in. Yeah, we still have that other. Okay, so it doesn't look like we'll be able to move Letang here. Gonna have to just bury his contract. I highly doubt there's any other team that would want to take him. Yeah, I mean, if it's saying that I'll try with a couple others, but I don't think it'll happen. These guys don't even want Letang. But as I said, I'll take him for literally anything. No, yeah, no one's going to want that. If you're not getting it for that, no one's going to take that contract. Okay, that's all right. Now, what we need to do is, I guess, maybe have to trade McAvoy. I didn't initially want to. It kind of sucks. But we might be able to make it work. Like, I'm thinking we could even use Letang, but let's say we won't. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe Gove this year. 5, maybe. Not Havilid. 6 and 7. Yeah, well, like, we definitely have enough. Kapusta and Tuomanen are ready. They're all three of these guys are right-handers, right? Yeah, so we have all three coming in right-handed. Doesn't really matter. Hopefully we get some jumps. Excuse me. But we could also take back maybe a capable player for Charlie McAvoy. Maybe like a shutdown defensive defenseman on the right-hand side. If one of those exists. Not too sure. But we'll see where it is. Nope, none of those. Nope. Nope. Yeah, the one just may not exist, which would suck, but it would kind of make a bit of sense. All right, well, not a whole lot of luck yet. They don't want to give up either of those guys, which makes sense. Nope. Nothing so far. We got Yossi here, but I don't. Again, that didn't really make a whole lot of sense. I was kind of looking for like maybe a defensive defenseman here, but there might not be anything available like that. In which case, what the heck do we get back? Yeah, Erik Karlsson. I mean, maybe an offensive defenseman with a two-way guy would work. Then we could keep our top 4 with Terrell and Odell, and then top 6, Petterstrom with one of the other guys. Could work. Hell, it's 2 years on the contract. That's not too bad. I don't think he'll decline too heavily. And even if he does, he's out of here very quick. But I mean, it's again money. Like that, we're not really freeing up that space. It almost has to be for a prospect or very, very low on the cap, or just trade him away for someone's first, essentially. I was hoping to see like a guy with potential. Okay, no extension. Very cheap this year. Lefty defensive defenseman. Doesn't quite work. Yeah. I don't see it happening, really. So, kind of for nothing, just to get up the... Just to give up the cap. Now, unfortunately, rebuilders. They'd have Karlsson and McAvoy. What if they got good? And what if they had a good year? That's the only thing I'm worried about if I trade for the first right now with a lot of value. I mean, it's not going to be a big deal. Yeah, they don't have a lot after that, though. Goaltender-wise, really no one. A declining Jones. They'd have 2 good defensemen and like 2 good forwards. Safe enough? Maybe. They don't want to give up that pick, but I'll just probably take that in like a second. How many picks would that even give us? Oh, perfect. Oh, I can't take a first and a second. That would give me too many in the first 2 rounds. We can do like 2 firsts. If maybe not. That might be too much. Yeah, we could do something like this. And they might be decent enough. Screwing over my own franchise here. The Sharks, I mean. I don't really care, though. We got to get this contract out of here, essentially. Because we want to get Lafreniere. And we're switching over to some ELCs, so... They actually accepted that. Okay. So there we go. Trade made. We freed up the cap. We're going to probably just bury Letang's contract. And now, speaking of contracts, try to get Lafreniere signed to an entry-level, or not entry-level, to a bridge. Goes down a lot when we do it, like 1 or 2 years. So I'm trying to think if he'll have, yeah, he should still have RFA if we only sign him for 1 or 2 years. I think you lose it at 25, or is it 24? Might want to do 1 year then. I'll try to do 1 year and then get him signed as soon as we can. I wonder if he accepts. I don't know if I can go. I don't know if I can undercut him. Like, this is the problem. I'm not too sure. But I'll try a little bit, like 1 year at 10 mil. Really, I want to see how this guy does on that crazy first line. Him, Worrell, and Denisenko. I think it could work out fantastically. Nope. Come on, just give me the... Okay, he did it. Yeah, okay, so he did. 1/10. A bridge contract for Lafreniere. But we got him back on the team, and that's the important part. Our defense is going to be a little bit worse for wear. But at the same time, it's still pretty good. So, probably Shabbat and Terrell maybe, since he's an OFD, then Odell. Petterstrom might have to be the guy. And then two bottom sixes. Might even use Letang as depth. We don't necessarily have to bury it now. So, that could be a thing. We could bury it at any point. And I think there was a couple RFAs here that'll be in the system. Shoot, okay. Oh, I think they were... Yeah, so we have several RFAs here. Kozlov, I'll probably see if that guy gets signed. I'm not really planning on using the guy low. He isn't super, super important. No, not at all. Like, he's not good defensively or anything like that. But Anisimov, I was kind of interested in keeping. So let's try to get this guy signed. Luckily, he doesn't want too much. We'll probably have to go low. And we'll see if I could... I'm going to actually try to do 85% with him. Because I don't deal with signing RFAs that much, but... Let's see. Let's see if he'll sign for that. Kozlov and low, I'm not too concerned about. So let's see. Let's sim up another few days. We have a couple other pieces that we could move for emergency cap space, but I think that's pretty much all we need to do. It does suck having to move McAvoy, but I mean, at the same time, like, he didn't really work out with Shabbat, and that's the only place he can play. I'm going to try, you know, some different stuff this year. All right, so we got him back, and now our team is starting to kind of come into place here. We got Lafreniere back. I know it's only for a year, but, you know, it's going to look really good. Lafreniere, Worrell, and Denisenko. That's going to be the first line. Second line, Norris, Marner, and, oh yeah, Norris, Marner, and then McElhaney, who's down here. He should maybe get another jump. It's, let's say second? It does say only third, but I might even put him on there. Anyway, then third line, we got Brown, Balsers, and this Griffin guy coming up. I could probably use him third line if I want to. Anisimov, Kalvosari, still have Kulikov. That could even be our first. Poor Batherson, though. I mean, we have plenty of options here. I don't think this guy's actually going to become anything. I might use him as depth. He's got solid defensive stats and offensive stats. I think Kulikov would be good as depth. Anyway, we'll figure that out, but we definitely have enough players here. More than enough. Bertram's not signed, but yeah, we definitely have enough for a depth guy. As well as on defense, we can do. There's like 6 right there. We could use Letang as depth if we want to. Like, we have options. We don't need to necessarily bury the contract right now. And even this Gove guy could be depth if we want him to. Yep. So plenty of options here. And I think that's going to be it. Our goaltenders are pretty fine. I think we have, what, 3 under... Or I think I might have 4 under contract, actually. All right, one right there. Oh, yeah, we have plenty. Sokolov, Svensson, even Andronov now. Yep. Wait, where's my... Oh, this is him, Svensson, yeah. I thought I had a franchise, but that's Detroit. No, that's him. So this guy probably won't be ready for... That's the franchise, yeah. This guy probably won't be ready for backup. I'll play him AHL. Anyway, so that's going to be our team here. And was it this one I didn't do any scouting changes? Yes, it is. So perfect. I don't have to adjust my scouts or anything. We're going to sim up here. I'll get the lines taken care of, send out the scouts, and we'll get this new season underway. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so I think I got these lines all sorted out now. He's returned. Lafreniere, Worrell, Denisenko, first line. Now, he does say left wing. Yeah, get him on that one time. We'll see how that works out. And then a Lafreniere can play on that side. Second line, Norris, McElhaney, Marner. Again, I might want to put Norris on the one-time side. But I've never seen Marner play on the other side. Whatever, we'll try it out. Norris on the one time. Then third line, Balsers, Brown, and then this new guy, Griffin. 22 years old. 1 year left on his ELC. I don't know. We'll see. Then fourth line, Kalvosari, Batherson, and Anisimov. Now, Kalvosari did pretty good on that fourth line last year. And Batherson and Anisimov. Yeah. You know, two mainstays, two more defensive type guys. Defensively, Shabbat and Terrell. So offensive defenseman and a two-way guy. Odell and Petterstrom, two-way defensive, and then two-ways in the top six. So our defensive core is definitely a bit weaker. Kind of sucks, but what can you do? And then we got Letang and Kulikov. That's the sniper type guy as our depth. So we'll see what that brings. Power play. Denisenko, Warren, Lafreniere, Shabbat, and Marner on the point because he's going to be on second line. I want him on that first power play unit. And then Balsers, McElhaney, Norris with Terrell and Griffin on the point. Balsers has been mostly on the point on the first unit, but I have to change that up this year. Here's the four-man. Again, putting Marner in there for some ice time. And then you can kind of see what I went with, a shooter and a passer type deal. Penalty kill, Batherson Brown with Petterstrom and Shabbat, then Worrell and Anisimov with Kapusta and Odell. We're going to, he'll be kind of interchangeable for Tuomainen. We'll see which one kind of is better. But there you go. Oh, not Norris. Whoops, forgot to switch that one. Batherson. There we go. And then extras here. Here's a 4-on-4. Same kind of deal. Shooter and a passer. Shooter and a passer. And then shooter and a passer. So that's what we're going with here. And I think that should work out pretty well. We'll see. And then extra attackers, Marner and Lafreniere. Shootout lineup. There it is. And of course, our goaltender, Samsonov, now with Iginla, going to be making his NHL debut. See how he does in the backup role. I don't know. We'll see. And then, yeah, you already saw our scratches of Kulikov and Letang. And then I got everyone in with potential here, including this guy who's 20 years old. Medium elite, low, but whatever. We're going to try him out. Everyone in there who has potential. No one's sitting who has potential. All right, and defensively, same thing. Got everyone in there with potential. And the goaltenders, Svensson and Andronov, the franchise guy we just signed. So there we have it. There's our teams. Scouts are out doing their thing. And I guess it's time to see how this year is going to go. We need to get all the guys scouted. I'm thinking Denisenko should be up there with some stat growth. For a true first liner. We'll see what happens, but he's a big shot taker, got a great shot. Playing with Worrell and Lafreniere, I mean, they should help boost him up a lot. If not, then we'll see. Oops. One more down. There we go. All right. Let's get through the preseason and that first bit of the regular season and see where we're at from there. 4-2 loss in preseason. Good start. Preseason's preseason. There we go. That's a promising win right there. 10-1. I like that. I like seeing that we could probably score goals. Because eventually we got to be able to do that. I mean, that's what this retool thing was about, trying to get more goals. And I think we should be able to do that now. Nope, not a promise, but not a guarantee or anything, but if we don't, then there's a deeper issue. But look at that. Look what happened there in the preseason. We did have a lot of big goal games. So we'll see what happens in the regular season here. We could fall flat on our face, but let's hope that doesn't happen. 6-3 win. That's a great start. That's what we want. That's the goals. We pretty much got to go crazy with the scoring here. But right there, I mean, our defense and goaltending did it for us. So maybe we do have it figured out. Maybe everything will fall into place now. It might happen. You never know. All right, first loss of the season right there. We lost at a shootout, though. And then we get shut out. Okay. Don't do that. Don't be a bad team again, man. I can't handle that. We should not. I've retooled us to get hopefully better scoring. Yes, our defense may be slightly weaker. But I still think it is good enough. Really good enough. Not a whole lot uncovered quite yet. I don't even think we'll have any low elites. Nope. Don't need to worry about that then. Oh my goodness. I think we lost all those games right there. So that's awesome. Oh my, what? I don't buy it. I really don't buy it. How are we not a good team? I really don't get it. I'm not buying it, man. Okay, maybe I should buy it because here we go. Tanking to begin the year. This team's broken. What else can you say? Like, this team is just plain and simply broken if they're not performing. It literally makes zero sense. A third liner is... We're bottom of the fucking division. How is this possible? I don't understand it. 8 points. 6 points. 6 goals, 7 points. Sorry, McElhinney's third line, 8 points. 10 points. Oh, Like I said, I don't buy it, man. I don't get it. Kapusta's up to freaking 83. They're both minuses pretty heavily. Let's make a little switch right here. How's the penalty kill doing? I might try Twominen in there. But again, terrible start. 4-7-1. Don't ask me. Don't ask me how it's so bad. We literally have the tools to be a great team, and I don't understand why we aren't. I really don't. Like, look at the goals for. How? How was our goals for this low? Power play is doing okay. Penalty kill's not. Oh my god. What is the issue with this team? As I said, I just don't understand it. They should be great. These lines aren't bad at all. Far from it. So far from it. So he's getting the top 4 ice time now. So we'll get Twominen on the penalty kill. Might be slightly better. Let's see what Kapusta's stats are. He's actually better, but we're going to try it anyway because, well, we need to shake it up. Maybe it's, you know, Petterstrom up there, but again, I'm not fully understanding why this team just isn't good. It doesn't make any sense. We have 2-way forwards in our top 6 who should help shut things down, but this guy's a minus and only 6 points in 12 games played. Again, doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Just put him back on natural sides for now. I don't know. Don't ask me. Third line is sort of struggling as well, but getting some points here and there. Maybe Anisimov to shut things down more. Who knows? I didn't check on the goalies. Maybe he might have just dropped off, honestly. So that might be part of the reason, but it doesn't excuse our goals for. I mean, he's not doing well. Ginla isn't either. All right, well, we just have to push on. We have to hope that our scoring actually starts working. They should score. This team should score. There's no reason why this team shouldn't score. There really isn't. I've done everything possible, in my opinion, to make this team a scoring team. I've even retooled the offense, getting more guys. So there we go. Solid start to this month. Keep going. Don't lose. Now we're scoring a shit ton. Okay. Okay, I see you. Don't stop now. Okay, minor injury. He's fine. We really got to keep it on that penalty kill. We're going to need that to be good to help out our goaltender. All right, we're back to a plus record here after a pretty abysmal start. Nice little winning streak to start this month off. We had a team meeting, woke everyone. Okay, that's a tough loss, but how do we respond? Do we respond with a win or do we... No, we respond with a win. Okay, good. Keep going. Tough loss right there. Yeah, that's a tough one. All right, there we go. Yeah, we need to put some distance between our wins and our losses right now, but we're starting to score, and that's what this team should score. I'm not even gonna congratulate them. You guys should be doing this. All right, tough loss. We get a point out of it, and then we win a 1-0 game. All right, take these easy points. Not a good team. There we go. We're outscoring our mistakes right now, but we don't quite have the crazy great goaltender or an amazing defensive core. Ooh, that's a tough loss. So 14-10-3. But we really hurt ourselves with our beginning of the season effort. However, 14-10-3, we're on a better track now. We're now holding on to a wild card spot. 1 point out of third, 2 points out of second. We probably won't win the division. But here we go. Here's the point scores coming into play. This is what we've needed. Lafreniere finally be able to become the playmaker that he's, you know, born to be. There we are. But our goals against is trash. Yep. What can you do? Power play is doing well. Penalty kill keeps getting worse. So I'll try to see what I could do to... I don't know what I can do, really, but I have to try something. I feel like the forward pairings are the same, so that shouldn't really be hurting it. Might be honestly the goaltender. Who knows? But we've been in such a rough position that it's just getting frustrating at this point. Like, if it's not one thing, it's the other. And that's the worst part, is that, damn, we should be one of those teams where we're just really good, and we're not right now. But there we are. Lafreniere, 26 points. Denisenko, 25 with 16 goals. Marner with 24. Worrell, 21 with 12 goals. Oh, now he wants to be a goal scorer again. Whatever. When McElhaney gets up there, it won't matter. And Norris with 20 points. Only 8 goals, so not being the pure goal scorer he once was. I don't know. Griffin ain't doing too bad. Yeah, we're starting to get the scoring. Power play numbers are decent. Odell, Terrell, and... Wow, Odell actually has... Some good point scoring, though, coming from the back end. Samson... Dude, Iginla's horrible. Wow. He's simming horribly. Huh. I wonder if that's actually back up and if it's going to change. Or if it's going to change, I should say. But they're doing really, really well. I have a feeling that guy's going to change if I brought him up. Just got that feeling, you know? Let's check somewhere else. Yeah, you know what? Progress reports is another place to check. All right. Denisenko got a lot of stat growth. He's going to have a big year, and he's going to. He's going to have a big year. Yeah, definitely going to have a big year. How much is his shot boosted by his... Not that much. So he's still seeming to find a way to grow a crap ton in his shot department. Some decent growth so far, but I'm looking... Okay, it does say he's listed as backup here. Okay. I mean, maybe he is ready for backup. Maybe I call him up. And we could have like Sokolov and Andronov be our goalies. Sokolov can start, Andronov can continue to back him up. And then we could trade Iginla. And maybe for Iginla, we can get like a shutdown type guy. We'll have to sit Tuomanen or Kapusta, which sucks. And that's the issue. I don't want to necessarily do that. So how dire is that need? Tough to say. Thing is, I don't think either of these guys are getting to like top. I would love to have like a shutdown guy. There just wasn't really any available though when we were looking. Like at all. Like none of these guys are shut down. None of them. So I'm not really going to find anything different here. Which is pretty unfortunate because like a right-handed defensive defenseman, like that would be ideal. Jones is a two-way, and that it didn't work with McAvoy. So I'm hesitant to do anything like that. Hold on, what's this guy? Lefty defensive defenseman. Do I worry too much about righty-lefty? Maybe sometimes, but it is nice. Detroit, why the hell would they move him, though, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. We could bring up the goaltender. Still leaves us in a position with a starter who's not doing amazing. We're still struggling in that regard, but Iginla's doing horrible. Our scoring's up there, but our defense/goaltending is not. I feel like it might have a little bit to do, or a lot to do, with the goaltender, really. I mean, in my opinion, the defensive core isn't bad by any means. I've seen worse defensive cores do a lot better. So yeah, maybe it is the goaltender. Maybe he's not, he's not living up to his potential. Or living up to what we need him to do. He sure as hell isn't a number one, but we're trying to get a number one here. It's been a trial. I think, Svensson could definitely be that, but that's still a couple years off. We have to just kind of survive almost defensively. And I don't think our defensive forwards are bad. Yeah, we do have probably more offensive guys in the bottom six, but Brown, Batherson, and Nisimov are pretty good. Everyone else is kind of more hybrid, so maybe that's an issue. But Norris and Worrell in the top six, they should really help shut things down. They're both tremendous defensively. Really good. So I don't know. But at least we're scoring, as we should. That's the bright side, is at least we're scoring. So now the question is, what do we do about that goaltender situation? And what do we get for him? Don't know. That's a good question. We do have a couple different guys coming up who might be like a top shutdown guy. But will they? This guy's already 21. He's a lefty defensive defenseman. Schultz is a defensive defenseman on the right side. 20 at 72. Like, these guys are so far off. They're really far off. And unfortunately, there's really not a whole lot of shutdown defensemen on the right side. There's one on the left side. Don't know. That'll give us a lot of lefties. Does that matter? Who knows? But we've at least improved here, and we're back into the playoff hunt after not a great start, but we're finally starting to score. If our defense and goaltending can get better on its own, then we'd be in great shape. But I don't know if that'll be the case. Again, we fix one thing, another thing drops off. So, yeah, need some ideas. Should we make that a goaltender move? And then what do we trade Iginla for? What do we look for? Package them together with something else to grab another big piece, or what? What do we do? Because I am a little bit stuck in that regard. And maybe we can optimize our bottom six better, get more defensive guys in there. Who knows? But as of right now, we're still kind of on the struggling side. We're not 100% secure in our winning ways. So give me all your suggestions about that. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you in the next one.